This is the Mad Positivity Podcast, and I'm John Downham. Today, I'm joined with Russell Grant, who's going to be my future partner and partner in crime on here. But we're going to do like an interview process with Russell, obviously get to know him, learn a bit more about him, and he's a shrewd businessman, fitness fanatic. But I'm going to let Russell talk for himself. And how you doing, Russ? You all right?
Yeah, all good, John. All good. You all right?
Yeah, not too bad. So this is our first proper duo podcast. We're going to be doing these at least weekly now. So we're going to be answering questions as well as do Twitter polls, and we're going to talk about business and try and help people sort of progress on with everything from fitness to making their own websites to all sorts. But yeah, so Russ, how's the business going lately?
Yeah, business is good, progressing. Yeah, just trying to reach out and help as many people as possible. Spread the message of positivity, good energy, and just like not settling for mediocre.
No, that's it. That's the best way forward. So what have you been up to? I've heard you've got a new course coming out at the moment, haven't you?
Yeah, online. Yeah, so I was mainly doing offline training with clients. So the Busy Man's Fitness Club. So it really mainly was 5 and 6 a.m. sessions. So it's just cutting out the excuses of the evenings. Most busy entrepreneurs, business owners, people at the top of their game, they are, struggling for time in the evenings. Or either got to work late, spend time with family, or by the time you've sat your bum down on the chair, you just don't want to go to the gym. And as we know, healthy mind, healthy body all goes hand in hand. And I was just trying to combat that problem and that issue. And I thought to myself, right, okay, so what if there was a 5 a.m. workout? I know you'd have to be absolutely mad or crazy to get up at that time.
I'm one of the people that gets up crazy and gets up at that time.
Exactly. And I was thinking, between the hours of 5 a.m. and 7 a.m., people want less of your time than they do between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. Everyone wants your time. I
find that the gym is empty as well, and you get that one-to-one basis, obviously, with people like yourself, with a good personal trainer, not just, we've been doing this for a long time since you were in the smaller gym, and now obviously you're in the larger gym with in ABC. But
yeah,
is it working? Do you find it's working out better for you to have like these one-to-one sort of sessions, intimate more sessions than having like a personal training session in like a busy packed gym?
Definitely, yeah. It was about 3 years ago. So Busy Man's coming into its 4th year now, and it was about 3 years ago because I've been in the fitness industry for nearly 13 years now, and it was switching from the one-to-one model to the group. And it actually worked better. I mean, if you think of like any species on a planet like that survives and thrives, they do in a tribe. So working together, a group of like busy men, you've got the same thing in common, like-minded people, you're just spurring each other on.
They motivate each other.
Exactly. You bounce off that energy, you've got that accountability.
Yeah.
Most of the time, people really wasn't that bothered if they were letting me down because they're paying me. But if you're letting your brothers down, your family, your team, then you're more likely to come. If you're more likely to come, you're going to get better results. You get better results, that's going to carry over into all the other areas of your life. And it just worked really well.
How do you keep the accountability going?
I could say burpees, but it always works, giving out burpees. But no, the accountability, I think it just comes from the camaraderie. And it's like having myself leading from the forefront. So I practice what I preach. So as much as I advocate, healthy eating, clean eating, also advocate having a treat at the weekends as well. We always talk about like the 80-20 rule. So spending 80% of the time focusing on diet and nutrition and such so that you've got 20% have a bit of leeway. So you just don't drive yourself crazy. Because if you go teetotal one way, you're going to go the other. So you need to have that kind of, that kind of moderation to keep you going through it. So the accountability comes from that. And then once one person gets influenced, then the others kind of follow. So they're all doing it together. So they can all just basically keep each other accountable, setting tasks as well. So just, bit by bit, stage by stage. I find a lot of trainers nowadays are expecting miracles overnight. One of the sayings of yours, John, baby steps. So
baby steps, one step at a time.
But it is. If you needed to create 12 new habits to get yourself from point A to point B with your fitness, with your mindset, with your body and everything else, then why not do that 1 week at a time? Yeah. Then you're more likely to actually be able to practice that and put that into action. And then after 12 weeks, you've got 12 new habits, you're 12 times more likely to succeed.
Well, it proves something that I've always said is like positivity is infectious. Like if you walk into a room and you're sitting down and everyone's quite quiet and you're quite upbeat, quite laughing, everyone in the room eventually will laugh with you. That infectious positivity, and so is negativity. But if you're in a room or in a gym, or I find with the 5am club that we all bounce off each other.
Yeah.
And that energy's in there, and the WhatsApp group that you've set up is good as well, where we compete with each other and with MyFitnessPal and everything like that. We're always sort of, no one wants to let the group down, which keeps that accountability quite high, which is really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a way forward. But you've obviously got the 5 a.m, the 6 a.m, you've got a 7 now, is that right?
The 7 a.m. session, yeah, and there's also a 5:30 p.m. for those guys that get home a bit earlier that work locally. And then, yeah, as you were saying, I've just branched out recently in the last 6 months to going online.
Yeah, you touched a little bit on the courses before when we spoke, and obviously you're... tell us a little bit about what you're doing with this course and where it's going, what the website is, what you actually want to achieve out of it. Where is this course sort of going? What spurred this on?
Yeah, I mean, website is kind of still under construction, but the bmfc.com is where you can visit that.
BMFC meaning Busy Man's Fitness.
Busy Man's Fitness. Yeah, if you Google BMFC, the first thing that comes up is
BMFC.com. Give it a plug, guys. Give it a plug.
There we go. But mainly at the moment, I'm just using a membership site. So that when it's done through Facebook group, so private Facebook group for accountability, all the guys are in there, they can ask as many questions as possible. I show up for them on a weekly basis on a live call where they can ask any questions that they want. Also, they're getting a drip-fed membership site. So once again, try and actually drip feed and sequence in these habits so that we're actually bringing everything together. So we're just adding little bits to the recipe. Baby steps, exactly. So we're getting that going. And so like week 1 could literally just be like an introduction, an accountability task, and just teaching them how to set their calories for their BMI. Okay? A lot of people are kind of misled with BMI, which is height times weight. I'm only 5'9", 5'10", I weigh nearly 16 stone, but I'm in relatively good shape, so on the BMI chart I'd be known as like obese. But if we go towards BMR, which is the way forward, which is your basal metabolic rate, it's just a window, a 24-hour window of how many calories you need for your body composition.
How do you work that out?
You can do that on a calculator. There is a sum, which I don't know off by heart. It's a lot of brackets to work out first and plus and minuses. It's all to do with like your height, your age, your gender and your activity level. Smart guy called Harris Benedict did it back in the day, so a lot smarter than me. But when you put all that in, it just puts into account like your effort level, so like how often you move, how often you work out, your height, your weight, your body mass and everything else, so that what you're able to then do is get a calorie amount for what you would need for 24 hours. And then if you eat towards that, you're going to maintain. If you eat less, you're going to lose. And if you eat more, you're going to gain. It's as simple as that.
So obviously, if someone purchases one of your courses with your one-to-one, obviously, basis, you will work all of this out for them, get them started. Then there is, I'm assuming, is it videos? Is it like a material? So obviously, and then other people can speak to each other where they feel they're doing well, where they're not. And then obviously, do they get one-to-ones with you within this? Is there like a weekly call that you sort of do? Or?
They get a 10-minute speed coaching call.
Yeah.
So I find that I like the kind of like no BS, cut to the chase.
That's good. That's right. If it's in your mind that you've got 10 minutes, right? I've got 10 minutes. I need what to think. It means that hopefully they've thought about. They've had that week to obviously. If they've had a difficult week, thinking, do you know what? I've eaten really well, but I don't feel like I've got any energy. Are you cutting out too many carbs? Are you not having the right amount of fats? And I know you're a big advocate for the right amount of carbs, fats, protein. And obviously eating the right carbs, fats and protein, obviously to get to that point. I know, and obviously, so to build that up, that's really good. Like, the accountability thing is a really important thing, I think, because anybody can do a course. Anybody can have a personal trainer. But how many personal trainers have you ever seen that are stood there next to the treadmill and they're watching people run and they're just saying to them, right, yeah, keep going, or they're sitting on their phone or whatever else. You want someone to be engaged.
Of course, yeah.
And you offer that. How do you offer that engagement? You know what I mean? How do you keep people... Because obviously, not just in your course and the 5 a.m. and the 6 a.m., because obviously I've seen it, but... it's full of this time of year perfectly. I mean, we're in January now, so you're in. Obviously, I've just had Christmas, drunk as much beer as I could, ate as much food as I can. I really need to go to the gym and lose weight, and then give up by February stage. How do you keep people motivated to not give up that membership on 1st of February?
I think it's all part of the journey. The saying goes like, not often people will remember what you say to them or what you do for them, but they'll always remember how you make them feel.
Yeah, that's very true.
Okay, so it's all about the journey. And I think the journey and the camaraderie and everything that goes with it, and the kind of the fun factor, the banter, the accountability, and the motivation. With the accountability comes as much 50% from the existing group of guys that are on it as well as it is from me. So we're all working together. I mean, I'm there to like motivate, inspire, give the knowledge and everything else.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to create and like trying to enable, more of an enabler, so to enable that environment so that everyone's working together. They're pushing each other. You know, I partner them up with different people. If someone's struggling with cardio, I'll push them to work with someone that's better at cardio. If someone's better at weights, I'll push them to go better with weights. The nutrition side, you know, that's all done through video tutorials so they can watch them over and over again and put them into practice. You know, we're always adding photos in as well just to show that we are actually doing as we say. Whether it's manufactured or not.
Yeah, of course.
I remember one client of mine, he posted a picture of his food up, and then we saw in the bottom right-hand corner, copyright of Google. So he Googled a healthy meal.
People are always looking for the shortcut, though. Everyone's looking for the shortcut. And some people even see personal training as a shortcut because they don't have the physical... I don't know whether knowledge is the right word. Maybe it's motivation. I mean... If you know how to train, like with the Busy Men's Fitness Club or in the morning, we're all older guys, right? I used to train when I was younger. You know, my metabolism has slowed down somewhat. Maybe I drink a little bit more than what I should. Maybe I don't watch my food like I should. But that's all part of it. You know what I mean? It's like part of motivation. You've got to be, you know, you've got to have that physical motivation to begin with. You've got to have that mindset. I suppose you. Boot camp is a fine example.
Yeah.
Boot camp. When you're obviously in boot camp and you see the people there that they just don't really want to be doing, they don't want to be there. They think that just because they walk through the door and they've paid the 20, 30, 40, 50, or depending on what gym you go to, 60, 70, 80 pound a month. And they think that just because they're doing that card in their pocket, standing there next to people who are sweating is actually going to physically make them lose calories.
Of course, yeah.
You know?
Well, that is the mindset. It's like I've hired a trainer and we've sprinkled magic dust on all the machines and all the weight, so they now become more effective. And you know, everything that you do thereafter doesn't count. And that's where the kind of it goes from becoming a personal trainer to a coach, to a coach, a kind of mentor. You know, for that guidance and everything else, so that you can actually get more done with your clients outside the gym than you can inside. So if you're only seeing a trainer or a coach for 2 to 3 hours a week, there's 168 hours in a week. So we're only taking 3 off. So it's how can I influence you outside of that, and how can I get that? It's client adherence is one of the hardest things, and that's what is a skill that you need to get across. So it could be like motivating people with goals or rewards, or with like mini punishments and stuff. Like I remember Weight Watchers used to say if you didn't lose a pound, you put a pound in the pot.
Different things work with different people, though, don't they? I mean, when you say the word punishment, it's a bit. I mean, some people think. I suppose the people who feel that the gym is a punishment, you have to treat them with goals, and the people who, you know, are more likely to sort of, you know, mentally be more motivated, I suppose that's where you'd use the punishment. But I find that with group fitness, like what you do, what you advocate, the punishment is almost the ribbon that you get off the guys you're with. Yeah. You know?
It really
you don't want to do it. Nobody wants to lose.
Because you guys like, you know, the Busy Man's Fitness Club, it's for the winners in life. You know, you're winning in one area of life already. You're winning at business. You're winning at your own game. You're winning at your own job. You know, you're climbing the ladder. So you are highly competitive. So I find that one of the biggest things that helps is fitness challenges. So we do like an 8-week transformation. So who can lose the most body fat or get the most noticeable transformation? Sometimes we put a little wager on, or there may be a forfeit, whatever it may be. But without the wager or not, it is just that them getting that hunger for the competition again.
But the beauty of that for me is you don't set those up. We've done it ourselves in the group to like, because we're that competitive nature comes in. Without this Busy Man's Fitness Club starting at, I mean, I know it sounds funny, you get up at 4:15, you're in there by 5, but I don't get the time to do anything else otherwise. It's family, it's work. And I feel getting up early and getting it done, anything, it doesn't matter. Like if I do after work, maybe have a drink, or if I come home and I want a chocolate bar, or the kids, I'm sitting there with the kids and they're eating crisps on the packers, I don't feel so bad because I've handled my business before I've handled my business.
Exactly.
That's it, you know?
Yeah, is it handle business before you handle business? It's like wake up.
I'm copywriting that.
Yeah. And we say, you know, like wake up, brush your teeth, go work out.
That's it.
It's the first thing you should do.
I always used to say, the first 15 minutes of your day is the hardest part of your day. It's all downhill from there. That getting out of bed, the alarm goes off, and through your head, a million excuses go for why you should just go back to bed for 15 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
15 minutes. And you think, why? What's 15, 30 minutes going to do? That you're going to get up, you're going to rush around, you're going to run to the train station, miss your train with the comb still stuck in your hair, right? Your pants on inside out. Because, what? You could have gone to bed like 15, 20 minutes earlier if you wanted to. Get up, be ready, face the day.
Exactly. And you're going to get that hour back at the end of the day. You will get that hour back. And you'll get that hour back to do something for you or for your family, rather than slogging out in the gym because you wanted an extra 45 minutes in bed.
See, some people sit and slog it. I love that. I love the training aspect of it. I like to feel like I'm gaining. To me, right, I love to earn money. I do. I've got fingers in many different businesses and I love it. And it's a bug. It's addictive to earn. It is. But it's also money in the bank to be in that gym. Because the way that I feel and how fit I feel and how better what I get out of it, it's the same. It's the same buzz, you know. And more people should do it. More people should get it done. More people should go and get the buzz and do the gym thing. I can't advocate it enough.
Oh, same. I mean, it's like, we both follow a lot of entrepreneurs. We listen to other podcasts and everything else. And some of the top entrepreneurs in the world, they all speak about mainly about, you sleep for 8 hours a day or 6 hours. And as Arnie said, if you need more than 6, then sleep faster. That's all you need. And, you're spending a quarter of your time in bed, a quarter of your time at work and commuting, a quarter of your time doing something for yourself and your family, or watching Netflix or whatever it may be. So why shouldn't you be investing into your health? By doing so, you're going to sleep better, you're going to have a better appetite, it's going to convert over into being able to deal with stress better and so on. So health and fitness should come first. You should come first. The hierarchy of responsibility is you should be at the top of the pyramid, because if you're fucked, everyone else is around you.
It's very true, and then that negativity breeds more negativity, like
exactly,
we said.
Exactly, and that's what I try and get through to the guys. They've got themselves to a situation where they were fit and healthy before. They're either in a football team or doing martial arts or at the gym, but work's taken over. And it's getting that balance back so that you can balance your career and your finances as well as your health and as well as your relationship. So, mum, dad, family, kids, wife, whatever it may be, your relationship, so that you can balance all of these together. Because once you've got the balance, it's then about not stopping, because it's the same things like if you've got a promotion or you've met a new partner or something's going well, would you then wake up the next morning and stop brushing your teeth?
No.
You wouldn't. Would you stop washing?
No.
No. So you do these things every single day because over time they give you a result. You're healthier, your teeth and your gums are better, and so on. It's like you can't go into the gym for 8-9 hours and expect results in one day. It's doing it every single day. And once you've achieved that, it's not about keeping balance, it's about integration.
Yeah.
So you want to integrate so it actually becomes part of your lifestyle. Because as you know, John, and as well as I do, we've both been both sides of the coins. We've been in a point where we haven't trained for a long time, but still done quite well in our jobs. I went into teaching for a short stint, and I was doing very well in my teaching career, but the stress of it and the hours, I stopped working out.
Yeah.
But then once I started working out again, which is what I advocate to everyone else, once I started working out, I had more clarity through my day, I had more mental concentration, I wasn't fatiguing halfway through the day, and also by training and eating well, I was able to deal with stress better. And if I'm able to deal with stress better, I'm more productive and I get more work done.
We get less stressed.
And you get less stress. Exactly. And then that carries over.
You sleep better.
Exactly.
You feel better. Food tastes better. Everything
and that's
better.
The health side of it. But then if that carries over, how much that's going to improve your relationship.
But there's also nothing better than when someone goes, you've been in the gym, you've been losing weight, you've been working out or whatever, check out the guns. You know what I mean? Or whatever. That feeling is great, isn't it?
Yeah, a compliment, it goes a million miles. It really does. And that's what I'm trying to get across to people, is that it's about integrating everything. Because if you are better at dealing with stress, you do have a more productive day, you come home in a better mood, you're going to spend more quality time with your family.
Yeah, of course you are.
And if you're going to spend more quality time with your family, and what I'm talking about quality time is not 2 hours of you watching TV, checking your phone every 10 minutes. It's engagement.
Yeah,
it's being present.
Reading to your kids, doing something, bothering them, sitting down, actually having a full-on conversation with the missus.
Yeah.
And
then if you do need to work later at certain points, you're not going to get nagged by the missus.
That's it.
Because you spent more quality time with her. And then obviously training then moves into, not to get too crass, but into libido. I do remember taking on Dave Beardsley, we did the nuclear race with. Yep. Sorry, Dave, if you're listening, but I remember him being...
Oh, little Dave.
Yeah, he's a legend. Yeah. He's a legend, but I remember him 4 weeks into training, and I said, "What feedback have you got from the training so far?"
Did his missus turn around and say, "Oh, that's it, Dave's a bit of an animal"?
He's lasting 10 more minutes in bed.
Dave, you're a bit of an animal, Dave.
Yeah, he was like, "I'm lasting 10 more minutes."
Lasting 10 more minutes. So 10 minutes, 1 second then, bless him.
Yeah, 10 minutes, 1 second, yeah.
Well done. That's
9 minutes left for a goal.
No, it's good. Mrs. Beardsley, well, you know.
But if you're able to just, rattle the headball like you did when you were first married, once a week,
the honeymoon period,
you're not going to get in the ear roll if you need to stay in the office later. Or if you want to go and do something for yourself and this, that, and the other. It's once again, it's getting your mental health, it's getting that integration.
I do find
just
that,
by
I
doing
must
so.
admit, because I am guilty of sitting in my office of a night time and burning the midnight oil and getting things done. I do feel that when no one's around, I do it. And I used to do that quite a lot. But since getting up doing the Busy Man's Fitness Club, I tend to do it first thing. I get the same, it's still at the start of the day as it is at the end. And plus, because I'm tired, I'm more likely to come home, sit with the family, have dinner, sit upstairs, or we sit with the kids and everything else. I do that a lot more, you know. But it's time management. That is my major problem. I must admit, to most people's time management is it. I keep saying I'm mega busy, or I don't get things done. I'm a shit for procrastinating, right? And I'm terrible at time management. But if you've ever read 4 Hour Workweek, by the way, superb book. You know, Tim Ferriss is a mate. That says it. 20% of the effort for 80% of the impact. Yeah. And I do that sometimes, but sometimes I sort of stray away. Like we was just talking about before, I dabble in like the stock market as well. And sometimes I'm sitting here working, and on my screen on the left hand side, I'm watching Trading 212, and something will catch my eye, and all of a sudden I go into sort of I go into sort of procrastination mode, where
I call it a shiny thing pops up and you have to click it and so on. I mean, I spend a lot of my time on social media just with my marketing, my outreach, my content, and it's so easy to get distracted. You know, I'm halfway typing up a post or an email, and then a video comes up of a bear dancing, and I'm like, I have to watch it. I have to watch this video, and then I procrastinate onto the next.
Yeah.
But time. I would say the same for me, time management as well, and diarising things does help.
Yeah, I make a lot of lists. I make loads of everywhere you look around my office, there's a list. It's everywhere. There's lists all over the place. But I have so many fingers in so many pies, so many ideas, and I'm so guilty of starting something and then going on to the next one, starting that. So I end up with 10 unfinished ideas.
Yeah,
you know, like we said about this. We said about the podcast. You know, we said about this. And I started it, and I went on to the next stage, and I started something else, and I went on to the next stage, and I started something else. And to be honest, the pure motivation came from the sort of the Busy Man's Fitness Club, because every day you'd be on me. Yeah. Every day you'd be on me. Have you done it yet? Have you done it yet? Text message, I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's do this. And it makes me want to do it, because I've got a lot of you get a lot of good feedback, like from people who have said they want to hear what you've got to say, you know. People, if you want some fitness advice, obviously, Russ, what is your email address? Want to give out your email?
Yeah, I could give out my email.
Yeah. Get onto Russ. Get onto him. Ask him. Get onto his Busy Man's Fitness Club. You know, if you want to come and see him, you want to come down to ABC Gym, but you know, you want to got an email address or a Twitter account, you want to put it across.
Yeah, you can. Well, yeah, you can contact me. Like my Instagram is Russell_BMFC, so you can DM me on there. You can email me. It's Russell-BMFC@outlook.com. So I've got my Outlook, or my private is RussellGPT. So goldpapatango@gmail.com. That's where most of my emails go through. But yeah, follow the Busy Man's Fitness Club on Facebook as well. So that's the Facebook page, and there's loads and loads of free content on there. Plenty of free content. I mean, I find that you should try and give away as much information for free as possible, because if you come from a place of purpose first, you're going to profit later.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you're not going to build up any value with people. You're not going to show up for them, and you're not going to build any. Yeah, exactly. You need to speculate to accumulate, and I find that by being open and by being helpful, and we're all in this. We must
quality content.
Yeah, we're all in this industry to sell, aren't we? Do you know what I mean? We're trying to sell a product, but in Latin, if you transfer to sell, it's to serve. So we should be servant leaders, which means we should serve people in our own way at the best of our ability.
I like that.
And by doing so, it always comes back to you. And as you always say to me, you've saying to me for years, what you always put in is what you get back.
If you keep doing what you've always done, you keep getting what you've always got.
Yeah.
You can't. I say it to my children. I say it to other people as well. Don't come home and say to me, "I hate my job. It's crap." And then a month later, come home every day and say the same thing again. My job's crap. And I turn around and say to him, if you say that, if you come home tomorrow and tell me your job's shit, and in a month's time tell me the same thing, you lied. You love that job. You love it. Because if you didn't, a month previous, you've had 4 weeks to do something and you've done nothing. Nothing about it.
Yeah.
Right? It's one thing that does me is people, every Monday down the station, I walk down to the station every Monday. You see people with their trout pout on, with the sad face. Like,
it's like a scene from Walking Dead.
Exactly, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, like walkers.
There's all the apocalypse starting already.
On the Monday, and they're all moaning, and they're all talking about how great it was at the weekend, and they were out bang on it, and they were drinking champagne and whatever else. They're out celebrating. What are you celebrating? What are you celebrating? You're celebrating your mundane life, your shit job. Is that what you're celebrating? Or are you just celebrating that you've worked the entire month for the last Thursday of the month to go out and spend all your money up the wall on Cristal because you wanted to look, act and feel rich for one day.
Yep.
So you're a king for one day and you're an arsehole for the other 4 weeks. Right? What is the point of that? Why sit there if you don't want to do it? You've got all that time. You're standing there looking at that clock every single day. And do you know what? Here's a bit of advice for you. You're dying. You're dying, and that clock is ticking down 1 second at a time. That's your life. That's your life. What are you going to do with it?
It's like you're living till you're 20 years old, and then you die.
Why?
And then your funeral's just dragged out till you reach 60, 70.
Go change it. If you work 9 till 5 and you're telling me you've got no time, what are you doing between 5 at night and 9 in the morning? Take your laptop on the train with you. Sit down and learn something. Teach yourself something new. Teach yourself a new language. Teach yourself to juggle. If you want to do it, go buy 3 juggling balls to teach yourself to juggle. I remember when I was a labourer, right, and I was stood there, and I was only 18 years old. I had 3 rocks, and I taught myself to juggle over 3 or 4 days just because I was stood there and I had nothing else to do. But you don't have to live in that life. You don't have to be mundane, and sometimes it starts in the gym.
Yeah.
You just get up, motivate yourself. You're in the gym, you meet new people, you do new things. If you can do that, you can do anything. Anything. There's no reason why you can't. If you've got a dream, go follow it. Go take it. That's it. Monday,
100%.
and it's not Mondays. We said this the other day. Mondays don't suck. You suck. Right? Every day is the same. Okay, you get the same 24 hours. You get the same. If you got one opportunity an hour, yeah, you got 24 opportunities a day. That's it. So it doesn't suck. So get up in the morning and stop moaning about Mondays, all right? Man up, or woman up, or person up. Now you've got to say it.
Yes, person up. Yes. Don't want to get in trouble.
Person up, fool. That's it. I'll take person
Terrible.
up. Jesus Christ. So, where do you train then? What is your venue at the minute? Obviously, tell people about your gym.
So, it's ABC Fitness. We opened last year, so 2017. In April, we opened up on Easter, so we're on Progress Road in Leigh-on-Sea. Hopefully the start of a multi-chain franchise one day, so
be nice.
So far, so good. Yeah, ABC Fitness. It's
how's the first year been?
First year's been great, it's been phenomenal. Massive growth, we're helping a lot of people. I kind of like to...
A lot of lessons? A lot of lessons?
Oh, loads of lessons. I think that if you're not struggling and you're not fouling, not progressing,
no, of course
it's not going to go good all the time. And if it was, you'd have no comparison to when it wasn't. And if it did, you wouldn't be able to handle it.
That's a good point, actually. I like that. That's it. If there's no comparison to how it is. But you obviously want progressive growth. Obviously, if you go peak too early, then you've got to keep it fresh.
It's like if you was going to get a grading. I remember when I taught, I had my Ofsted grading. And, everyone wants a first. So you get graded on a teaching. Okay. But if you get a first straight away, then you've got nothing else to work on.
So even teachers for fitness instructing, they're still graded by Ofsted, same as
it's because we're a part of an adult learning college. So you get main providers that are just like independent companies, but because we was actually part of a college with a syllabus and all part of Ofsted as well. So once a year we'd get observed by Ofsted. So as funny as it is, though, I did actually get a first on my first observation, which annoyed a lot of the teachers that have been working there for 10 to 15 years. But
natural talent.
It's great in a way, but in another, it's not because you've got nothing to work on. But lots and lots of lessons. It's not all gone to plan all the time, but it's perseverance. You just keep persevering. You keep chipping away at it.
But that's how you learn it, though, aren't you?
Yeah, it's consistency.
You're never going to start at the top. I tell people that if you do start at the top, you don't appreciate it. You don't appreciate, like, if someone give you a Ferrari, you probably would write it off, or you wouldn't drive it like you did if you had to work 10 years to get it. It's appreciation to get there. Same as if you're in the gym.
Yeah.
You know, no one's going to magic you abs. You know what I mean? You have to really graft to get those abs. And then what do people do when they've done it? When they get to their goal? I'm going to treat myself to a pizza.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to go out to a pizza.
Well, they stop. That's the thing. It's like you do deserve a cheat every now and then. I think I spoke to you guys about the other week. It's the jiggle test.
Oh, yeah.
So we use the jiggle test. So like, if you are really serious, if you are really serious about transforming your body, like you want to get lower body fat, you want to see more visible muscle, look more toned, then if you want to kind of measure when you should have a cheat meal, you know, like a 3-course meal, or like, you know, half a dozen beers or whatever it may be, a pizza, 20 chicken wings, it's the jiggle test. So strip down into your underwear, stand in front of the mirror, jump up and down, and if you can measure on the jiggle scale, you know, a kind of 7 to 10, 10 being the highest, then you deserve a cheat meal every 28 days, in my opinion. Okay?
Is there a jiggle comparison chart? You know what? Listen, this is you now, right? Russell's jiggle comparison chart. No one's done it. It's a first. That's it. And I tell you what, we'll build it up and we'll put it.
We'll try and look like a camera to a movement. Well, whatever it may be, a movement program that measures jiggle.
Measures the jiggle
with a meter.
We're gonna. I'll tell you what. In the next coming months, right, we're going to add this to madpositivity.tv. By the way, madpositivity.co.uk. That's the webpage. So we're going to have the jiggle test monitor on there. We highly recommend you film it and post it on there and send it to us just so we can see it, you know, so you can have a little look. You can put it on Facebook, put it on Twitter, Mad Positivity. All the links are on the site anyway, so you can find it. But yeah, it's good.
You know, you've got
the jiggle test.
Moderate jiggle every couple of weeks, and if you've got hardly any jiggle, then
there's a meme here with a t-shirt. Do you have moderate jiggle? Yeah, that's it. Moderate jiggle. Don't want to make the t-shirt. That's it now. We just hit a merch and franchise department now.
There you go.
That's it. It's all moderate jiggle test. So what's in the future, Russ? What's coming next? What's the aspiration? What's the goal for, whether it be BMFC, whether it be for Russell Grant Fitness? What is it? Where are you want to go now? What is the immediate goal for you? What's 2019 going to hold?
Yeah, 2019 is my main focus for the gym is the boot camp. So getting the boot camp going, it's the best transformation boot camp in the area, and it's indoors. So you're not doing push-ups and dog shit, basically. You know, that's what we want to try and get people to avoid.
Who's advertising push-ups in dog shit?
But you know, all these outdoor boot camps, you never know. We
come do some push-ups in dog shit. I'm going to sign up for that.
I did see on Facebook a while back saying, has anyone found a wedding ring in this park? I'm doing boot camp.
It's some dog shit.
So if you're paying £80, £100 a month for an outdoor boot camp, you're getting rained on, all that sort of stuff.
And you're losing wedding rings.
Wedding rings. We're indoors, we have great facilities, and we are very, very, very good value for money.
Imagine that conversation.
I
swear, babe, I lost it at a boot camp.
Exactly. The culture as well, I always say about the facilities are absolutely awesome. They are like top of the range facilities at an affordable price. But if you've ever seen the film Dodgeball, you've got Globo Gym. You know, we're better than you. That sort of stuff. And then you've got Joe's Gym. We're trying to be Joe's Gym. Yeah. So that if you feel intimidated by your larger chain gyms, your more popular gyms, you feel intimidated because you think that everyone there looks perfect. Full face of makeup, drive to the gym to walk on a treadmill, go figure. If that's that sort of community, you're not going to want to go there. Yeah, you're not going to want to go there. And if, there's other gyms where it's, more underground, more bodybuilding, that's going to deter people as well. And then you've got more gyms that seem a little bit too kind of posh, la-di-da, and there's a lot of other shiny things there getting you away from just your goal. Most of these big health clubs, you go there, you kind of walk on a treadmill for 10 minutes and then you just go sweat in a sauna for 15 thinking that you've done the right thing, or just play around in a jacuzzi. And we're trying to meet that niche in the middle, that you're sick and tired of feeling intimidated by larger chain gyms, or the big strong people, all that. We want somewhere where it's like a community. Everyone knows your name, everyone knows your story. They really actually do care about you as a person and not just your results.
Yeah.
And that we actually have people engaging in conversation and working out together that wouldn't even look at each other on the streets.
I love that.
That's what we're trying to go for with the culture.
Almost like community.
Exactly. And it's going back to that, if everyone did that with their business, you would keep clients for longer and you'd save yourself money and effort for trying to find new clients. Because you build up better relationships and get
A
referrals.
friendly management team as well. I mean, Jerry's mustard, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He's such a
Awesome.
he's a sound bloke, and he's always got the time to sort of talk to. Do you know what I mean? It's really good, and the rest of the staff there are superb. And if you haven't seen the gym, which probably haven't, there'll be a link on the website. Also, we'll have it there for ABC Gym. It's downstairs is like a normal gym. Where you've obviously got all your weights, equipment, everything you need for any sort of gym, and upstairs is like a playground. So there's so much to do upstairs. You've got it's almost like a miniature AstroTurf. You've got like the prowler, you've got the hammer with the tyre, you've got spin area. But you could go in there on your own. And train. You've got the boxing bags, you've got the rowing machines, and you don't even have to go into the gym. It says you've got everything you need up there. It's superb. You've got to see it to believe it. But I'll add it to the webpage, a link to it, obviously, and I'll add Jerry and Russell's details on there as well. So you want to inquire about any sort of membership, or even if you live further away than Essex, where we're based, obviously Russell's course will be available. We'll have links to your course. What is the actual course called that you've got? Is it available now?
Yeah, it's available now. Yeah. It's literally just the Busy Man's Fitness Club. So you're becoming part of the Busy Man's Fitness Club, and as I said, it's short, sharp workouts that these guys can fit around their day. We do encourage them doing first thing in the morning.
So is there no weights and there's weighted ones? So they can take it to the gym and do it, and obviously
there's both.
So it's best of both worlds. You've got
It's literally like PDF format, so that literally you download them from the membership site, so that you can have the workouts to do ready in the gym. There's tutorials as well, pictures, images, videos to show you how to do the workouts. They're very, very simple and easy to do, just so that they're as effective as possible in that time. Or you can do them from home. Yeah. And there's also challenges there as well. So every single week there's a new challenge. So it might be, say, like around 30 push-ups, 50 lunges, 100 squats, 20 burpees for time. And then everyone posts their time up for the week as well. So we're setting challenges just to get that competition going as well. It's going to burn more calories. But yeah, I mean, as with my own personal business, I want to just branch out online. I want to build the morning club up as big as possible, help as many people.
It's a wider audience.
Yeah.
You can help everybody.
Online, I just think that a lot of guys with what I have to offer with that solution and building that community, it's sorting out a very, very big problem. Sort out a very, very big problem. And we probably know someone or have been that person before where we are all just about money, all just about work. And in my opinion, if all you have is money, you're poor.
Yeah, of course you are. Yeah,
you need to have family, you need to have love, you need to have energy in your life and everything else.
Happy medium.
Happy medium, yeah. So it's finding that again, just getting that alpha mojo back that you had, getting back control of everything else in your life, working on your mindset, by working on yourself, you're going to increase your bottom line of your business, you're going to increase your income, you're going to get that promotion, you're going to find that person that you have in your life, and then it's about keeping it up. So it just becomes a way of life. As I said, you just wouldn't stop brushing your teeth. Imagine you spent like your whole, 5 years of your life trying to chase this one woman down, you finally married her and got her, and then 2 weeks later you're in bed and you're kind of sniffing away, and she's kicking up a bit. And you're like, this has been going on for a week now, And then she's like, why are you kicking up? And you go, well, I've got you now. I've got the promotion. I've got the job. I've got the car. I've got the ring on your finger.
I'm going to stop washing now. I don't need to wash anymore.
Don't need to wash no more. I mean, after time, as soon as you become stick of the dump, she's going to leave you, isn't she?
That's it. She's going to go and find somebody who washes.
Because she fell in love with the person you was then. Your family started because of the person you was then. And you just want to keep getting better and better and better. And that's why I say about integration. So that all of these three things, your family around you, your health, your relationships, your business, it all works together. So the ladder just keeps going up and up and up.
Yeah. It's good. So what is the name of the course? How can people find it? How can people find your course?
They can find the course by visiting the Facebook page, so the Busy Man's Fitness Club.
Yeah.
They can also contact me via email.
Yeah.
And soon it's going to be uploaded to the website, but the website's under construction.
Perfect. We'll have a link to that obviously on ours. If you want information, it's john@madpositivity.tv or madpositivity.tv or .co.uk. We'll also have a few videos of the gym I'll add to the website and the YouTube channel, just to give everyone an idea of what they expect and, to where it is. But Russ, it's been an honour having you here, mate. It's really good for the first podcast as well, and more for future to come. It's been superb. But till next time, we'll see it. We'll see you soon again. You want to find us? It's madpositivity.tv, and you want to give us an email? It's john@madpositivity.tv. And Russ, if you want to email Russ, say your email again, Russ, and how they can contact you.
Yeah, it's russell-bmfc@outlook.com.
Perfect. Okay, that's it. We'll see you again next week. Cheers. Bye-bye.